Hi team, hope you're all having an amazing day. Today is day 7. Today is your legacy. Today is another massive game-changing action day. Your legacy. So what is your legacy? When I first did this exercise, it literally shook me to my core. That's actually what Lisa Nichols says, who is our trainer and life coach in the other course that I did. But it literally did. I wasn't even concentrating that much, and I was just listening to her voice, and in the exercise that she took me on and the journey that she took me on, making me realize that every single thing that I do, every single thing that I say is leaving my legacy. So when I speak, my voice is leaving my legacy. The things that I do and the actions that I take and the job that I'm in and the people that I'm around, everything I do is constantly evolving into what is going to be left behind when I die. So this exercise is going to take you down a road where you would never have thought or never have come to a realization that it's going to happen. It's kind of inevitable that we are going to die. But to actually think about this in a deeper way, we get very easily caught up in routine. We get very easily caught up in society and in living the lives that we are living, that we totally forget that of what kind of an impact we want to make on this world, of what we want to leave behind, of what we want people to say about us or, talk about us, 10 years after the death, what do you want people to think of you and how did you inspire people? And so your legacy is your life. You see, your life is finite, but your legacy is infinite. Your legacy will live on forever and ever. So when you think about your life like this, what kind of life do you want to leave behind? If it's infinite, doesn't that make you step back and go, hang on a second, I want to live the best possible life that I can. You don't want to get to the end of your life and come face to face with the person who you were meant to be, and that person looks at you and it's not identical. You want that person to look at you and go, well done. You achieved your dreams. You did everything that you were supposed to do in your life. Congratulations. You want to get to the end of your life and know that you put in the work, that you did everything you were supposed to do. And I think that's such a powerful concept, to think that you could meet the person who is you, and you look at that person and they're identical because you chased your dreams. You believed in yourself. You loved yourself enough to know that you did everything you could. So this is the exercise that we're going to go through today. I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath. I want you to close your eyes, get somewhere, get to a place where you're comfortable. If it's on if you're in your car, park the car. If you're at work in the office, put your earphones on and close your eyes and just listen to my voice. And I just want you to think about you're standing outside on the footpath. There's a street. We're on a street. You're standing outside on this footpath, and there is a big building. We're looking at a building, and it looks something similar to a church. Something similar to a church, depending on what religion you are. It'll probably be a different kind of building or whatever. But we're looking at this church, and there are 3 steps in front of you, and you take a step forward, and you take another step forward, and you see these big wooden doors. And so you start stepping up. You start stepping up these steps, 1 step, 2 step, and you can feel your feet on the floor, on the wooden floor. And then you move forward towards these doors. And you can smell the scent of some flowers. It's really, really nice, really powerful. And these flowers are like sunflowers and tulips and roses. And it's really a delightful smell. And as you step forward some more, you hear this really nice music. And you keep walking 1 step further, nice and easy and soft. And you can see there's this long corridor, and you can see on the right and on the left there are all these chairs, and there are all these people sitting around, and you keep moving forward, and you look to your right, and there's a friend of yours, and the look on their face is shock and uncertainty, and they look sad, and you're not sure why they're looking like that. And you keep walking, and you look to your left, and there's a family member and another family member, and they also look very sad, upset. And then you look to your right, and there's another friend that you haven't seen for about 10 years, and they're crying, and you're still not sure what's going on. You're a bit confused, and you keep walking, and then you look over again, and you see another family member, and they're crying. And so as they have this look of confusion on their face, and so you keep moving forward, and you get to the end, and there's 3 steps, and this music is still on, this really nice soft music, and you step up 1 step, 2 steps, and 3 steps, and you get to the top, and you look over, and you're not sure what it is, but it's like this wooden box. It's like a casket or something, and you can't see what's inside, and so you step forward 1 step, and then you look over to your left, and you look inside, and you realize that it's you. This is your funeral. 3 years from now, this is your funeral. So all these people have come to your funeral. Now there are 4 people who are going to speak on your behalf. There's a work colleague, there's a friend, and there's a couple of family members. My question to you, what would they say? What would they say about you? What kind of person were you? Did you make people laugh? Were you a happy person? Did you walk into a shop and smile at people? How did you have an impact on people? Did you inspire people? These are the questions that you need to ask yourself. Now, these people will speak on your behalf. And the question that you need to ask yourself as well is, what would you do that you haven't done yet, had this been the situation? If in 3 years this is your funeral, what would you do that you haven't done yet? So I want you to open your eyes, come back with me, take a deep breath, relax. And as I said, when I first did this exercise, I was driving and I just started crying because I'd never looked at my life in that way, realizing that every single thing that I do in my life is leaving my legacy. And I guess this is another point that hit me really hard in the heart, that I wanted to be the best version of myself. I wanted to squeeze every second of my life and every juice out of my life so that I could be the best person that I could be. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to help people live better lives and be happier and be more positive and take life on and take risks and live your fantasy, live your dream. You know? So I did the exercise again, and this time I did it again when I was actually sitting down, and once again it hit me just as hard. So when you look back at the things that you've done in your past and you think about the future and what you want to do, I want you to take a really, really strong think about your present life and what you're going to do to leave the best legacy possible. Because you are extraordinary. You have greatness within you. I believe in you. And I know that if you make a conscious effort to give yourself the respect and to use that courage that you have inside that big heart of yours, that you can follow through and achieve that next level of life that you deserve. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Watch it again if you need to. It'll hit you and it'll hit you again. It is an amazing exercise that really, really makes you think about how you live your life and what you want to leave behind. And every day that I live my life now, I live it to the best of my ability so that I can go and know that when I go, that people will stop and they will say amazing, extraordinary things about Luke Klebovich. And now I'm getting emotional. I love you guys. Thanks so much.